Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Helen, Let's Talk channel. And today, as you may have, heard that I have shared with the UPW that I had just completed this week, it was not only transformational, but it was also physically painful to go through this transformation. So I decided to manifest, and somehow we are in Seattle at Tulalip having a little staycation. It was last minute. Sometimes when life gives you a treat, you gotta just go with the flow and take it. And I am so excited because I am actually gonna meet a friend of mine that I previously did my coaching with Mind Valley, and she happened to only she lives in Spokane and I live in Vancouver, and I'll be in Seattle. So for those of you who know your geography, which I'm not very strong at, but I know that she's gonna be meeting me in Seattle, and she lives 5 hours away. Oh my gosh. And I'm like, hey, you want to come and meet me? And here she is driving 5 hours to meet me, although we met on the internet and we met on the coaching class, but to just meet me for lunch. And I said to her I can spend about maybe 5 hours, and she's like, yeah, I'll come and meet you. And I just want to give thanks to her driving down 5 hours to meet me. And I'm like, I guess in a way I'm so humble that she would do that, and I think that's really sweet. And all, these little things is so sweet to me, and I think that's what I used to think about my boyfriend then, and now my husband. He used to just fly over for the weekend, and when he used to go to school in Minnesota and I was living in Vancouver at the time, I don't know, I guess when people give you their time, not only their time, but they also drive to see you and to meet you, to me is such a humbling experience. And really truly, it's action speaks louder than words. I don't know if you've ever have a friend that's like, yeah, when you come, let me know, I'll host you, this and this and that. It's all bullshit. And at the reverse, I've had a friend that I was stranded at one time, and I was going through, I think it was Atlanta. I was stranded, and I called her, and she's one of the friends that I've always said to me, hey, if you ever pass by Atlanta, this and that, is a big talker. And then that one time I was stranded in the airport because of some layover, and then somehow the airplane did not give you a voucher, and luckily I have lounge access. But of course, if you know lounge access, you don't get 24 hours, but you can only stay there, I believe that was the latest, was I think it was 1 o'clock or something like that. And then I was hoping that she would come and rescue me, because she's always had a big talk. But when it came to it, did she deliver? Absolutely not. But I guess this is why, when you do know true friends, and luckily it wasn't like life and death, it's just the matter of me being in the airport for extra 8 hours. I mean, mind you, I could have gotten a hotel, but I chose not to because I was only there for 8 hours. And by the time I leave the hotel, get to the hotel, bus and this and that, I'm like, you know what, it's not worth it. So I decided not to. But that's when you really know your true friends. But what was my point? And then whereas with this one, I just met her, and I just call her Kathy because I don't know if she's going to be okay with me using her name. So of course I just told Kathy last night that I'm going to be coming up in Seattle, and she's like, yes, Helen, I'm going to come and see you. Of course. So yeah, well, that's what I just want to share. So tomorrow I hope that she's okay with me doing a little introduction in her and just introduce you to you guys, because it's definitely a milestone for me that I would love to share with you because it's simply so special. Well, let me know in below if you guys have had any incident where friends who talk the big game, but when it comes to it, they don't deliver. And if you've had any other situation where friends don't say much, and when you call upon them, they're like, yes, I'll be there. And I guess I'm so blessed because I've experienced both, and I have both in my life. And I gotta say, I have more friends that are willing to always step up and be there for me. And for this, I am very, very, very extremely grateful. Sometimes you gotta just kiss the frogs to know that you have princesses and prince in your life, right? So I wouldn't have it any other way. Yeah. Anyways, thank you so much for checking in. Of course, this is like I am at a hotel, and this hotel, as you can see, is very native inspired, and I love it. I love everything about this hotel. It's called Tulalip, and I don't know what it is. The art, the energy. I feel the natives has been really been, for the lack of word, has been ripped off. And I feel like their vulnerability and their naive has been taken for granted. But what do I know? This is just based on my feeling and not on histories or anything, because I don't know. I'm the last person to know anything about history. It's just based on my feeling. I could be totally wrong, but again, it's just my feeling. There's no right or wrong. But anyways, thanks for checking in. As you can see, I'm doing so much better, and I promise you, anytime you work on yourself, you always evolve. And evidently, I am sharing from experience. As you can see, I guess you can call it bipolar. Because you see the good, the bad, and the ugly, and I thank you for being here with me to go through this journey with me. So if you haven't yet, subscribe, turn on the notification, and when I do have the prompt to make a video, you will be alert. Have a good night, and bye for now. Cheers.